Welcome back to the Exactly Entertainment Podcast. This is episode 13, and we are here to talk about our top 5 trailers of all time, Matt. We've both seen each other's lists, but out of order, so we know what we're getting into a little bit. That way we could watch the trailers in advance. Um, Anything you want to say before we get right into it, Matt?
Um, yeah, I mean, I know that you're a big trailer person. I'm a huge trailer person. I know we each, watch them obsessively and then rewatch and analyze and break them down. So, there's been a lot of great trailers over the years. I know we haven't seen everyone that's ever existed, but I'm excited to see your movies.
Yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I really think trailers are like a unsung hero of the industry. I'm a strong believer that there should be like some type of awards slot for trailers. They really
Absolutely.
are like an art in their own, because they have to accomplish a lot of things. They have to get people excited for the movie without giving too much away. And, you want to make it stand out from other trailers. So it's
Right.
always very interesting. Let's get into it. Do you want to give us your number 5?
Sure. So my number 5 trailer is the Batman v Superman Comic-Con trailer. This
Okay.
trailer, this movie has had I want to say it had like 4 trailers, because it was like announced and then it was delayed, and it was delayed again. But every trailer for this movie was awesome. I know the third one, a lot of people, or the last one, a lot of people like that one the best. And in case you don't remember, that's the one that showed like the warehouse scene
Yeah.
at the beginning, and that was a great trailer. And the one before that spoiled the whole Doomsday uh,
Yeah.
twist, I guess we could say, but I think everyone saw that coming.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Comic Con trailer, and this was either the first or the second one that was released. But this was an awesome trailer.
Yeah, no. Like if I hadn't seen the movie, I would be very excited for it.
Well, you know my feelings about the movie. I think
I
it's
do.
underrated, but I
We
mean,
had an a
this
lot we had a whole episode about that. So definitely go
exactly
check that out.
for sure. And I mean, this movie, I'm sorry, this trailer, the music was incredible. It showed great visuals. It showed like it makes you want to see Batman and Superman just kick the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And what I like about this trailer that it does better than any of the other ones is it shows very prominently like the Senate hearing and like the world's reaction to Superman. And it kind of
Yeah.
hints at why Batman would want to fight Superman
Yeah.
while
That was cool.
keeping kind of like the whole Lex plot in the dark. And I just like the way that the trailer is formatted. You know, it starts with the Senate hearings, it asks the questions, and then towards the end, that's when you see the action. You see that amazing shot of Batman on the rooftop with the lightning, straight
Hmm.
from Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, and
Yeah.
it's just a kick-ass trailer in every
Yeah.
way.
It was good. Awesome. Well, I definitely agree with you. I think it's a great trailer. Um, Definitely like was one of those trailers that when I first saw it got me hyped for the movie. Um, yeah, I think it, like you said, had it like it did a good job of explaining and kind of justifying like why they're fighting each other. So I thought that was good.
All right, what is
Um,
your number 5?
my number 5 is the Star Wars The Force Awakens official trailer. So I want to say this was the first one they released. I want to say that.
I think so, yeah.
And I just remember, see, before I'm going to preface this, a lot of these trailers on my list are the same way. It's so much easier to make a hit trailer when it's like like a sequel in a series or like with characters you've already seen before
Totally.
because, people have expectations and when they see those same characters in new scenes, it's just so exciting. So a big thing for this one was seeing Harrison Ford as Han Solo back at it, and he's older, and he's telling like a younger generation that like the Force, the Jedi, it's all true. Like that was like coolest part about that trailer for me. It showed Kylo Ren. It kind of showed like the state of how everything is in Star Wars before the movie, which was really cool. The music, as always with Star Wars, is amazing. The dialogue in it was good, and even the action scenes you saw were really cool. And the money shot at the end with Finn with the lightsaber was great too. So
Yeah, I agree. This is definitely probably the best Star Wars trailer ever.
I agree.
Um, and I like basically everything you said. It definitely not relied, but it did a great job of showing like nostalgic scenes
Yes.
and giving the audience nostalgia while showing aspects of the new plot with Rey and Kylo and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is definitely a great trailer.
Yeah. When I was doing like my research for this video and I stumbled upon it, and I was very much like, oh, like I found one of my top 5 when I found it. So yeah, that one definitely got me really excited. So
All
how do you want
right.
to do? Do you want to go to your number 4? Or do you want to snake it, or how you want to do this?
I can go my number 4.
All right, let's hear it.
So my number 4 trailer, when the time it came out, it was the most viewed trailer in 24 hours, and that is the trailer, the first one. And this is before I think it was the Infinity War trailer that broke the record and bumped the It trailer to second place. But this trailer is just simply amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest horror person
Mhm.
when it comes to movies, but I read the It book after I saw this trailer because the trailer looked so good. I was like, okay, I need to see what this is about. And just the way it starts off like sweet and it just takes such a dark turn, and it's scary, but not in like a jump scare fest of a trailer. You know what I mean? Like there's, the jump scare with Pennywise in the sewer.
Yeah, I mean, what I've always said about like with that movie, it's always been, you see all these horror movies, and we were talking about this the other day, that they're there just to scare you, and the concepts are awful, and like it's not like the story's just not there, but it's just like trying to, ooh, gotcha, I scared you, and yeah, it just does not work. But you can see just from the trailer that like this is like a like thought out story and like a coherent one. So I really like that about the trailer. So
Yeah. Once again, I think we'll probably repeat like the same things for each of our trailers. But
will say,
again, the music is
yeah,
amazing in this trailer. It's creepy in all the right ways. The visuals are great. It showed just enough of Pennywise,
hmm,
but it didn't overshow him. And
yeah,
that's something that the movie did really well also. So that is my number 4, the It official trailer.
nice. All right, we'll go to my number 4. And this is the Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King official trailer. So I don't know if this was like the first one or what, but obviously um, these films came out kind of before us. Um, I would have been 1 years old at the time, but I would, like I said earlier, when I was doing research, I was like, this trailer to me looks like those edited videos people make after the fact, like the tribute videos and whatnot. And that like how awesome all those tribute videos are for whatever you watch,
Yeah.
whether it's like the Walking Dead ones or the Breaking Bad ones, whatever. That's like the vibe I got from this trailer. It was like slow, dialogue driven, and then it speeds up and you see a lot of action. um it was perfect for Return of the King. And obviously there was going to be a lot of excitement going into Return of the King, like no matter what, just because it's the finale, the way Two Towers ends. um just lends itself for this one to be exciting. And I just really liked the trailer, man. It didn't show too much. It got you excited. You really got like that desperate, like last stand, like let's give it all we got type of vibe from this. And that's the same thing you get in the movie, where they're just trying to buy Frodo as much time as they can, and you really got that from the trailer, and it definitely gets your blood pressure up, and you're gonna need that. Get ready for the movie because it's quite an intense movie and quite a suspense film. So definitely prepares you for it.
Interesting. In all honesty, I have to say this is like the one trailer on your list that I disagreed with. But I
Really?
think it's because
Yeah. How
like
long
I
has it
saw
been
it's
since you've
been
seen?
at least 10, maybe 11 years since I've seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies. So I think that's why, but like it was like too slow for me.
Oh yeah,
And
you
that's
didn't like that?
probably because I didn't like know the characters and I didn't feel the
Yeah.
stakes.
Probably because you didn't care.
Exactly.
Yeah, you probably didn't care about anything these people had to say.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
like, so what? There's like the Eye of Mordor or whatever it is.
I think I have all three of the movies, so maybe one time we can sit down and watch all three of them.
Uh, maybe one at a time. I don't know about all three of them,
Fair enough.
but
Yeah, and they're pretty long, so yeah, probably one at a time.
once maybe I rewatch the movies. If I rewatch a trailer, I'll let you know if my thoughts change at all.
Yeah, that one kind of wrestled for the number 4 and 5 with Force Awakens, but I ultimately decided to go with that one.
Very
So
interesting. So my
on to your number
next
3.
trailer, the number 3 spot belongs to The Dark Knight. I mean, you know my feelings on it. Pretty sure everyone who's ever met me knows my feelings on the movie. And this trailer is just perfect for the film. It starts off a little bit slow, give you some exposition, and then like as soon as I want to say when the Joker like claps in the jail cell and it cuts
Mm-hmm.
to an explosion and that amazing Hans Zimmer Dark Knight score kicks in,
Gotta love Hans Zimmer.
it's just so good. It's just nonstop action and chaos, and you see just enough to get you excited for the movie, and it just hints at how incredible Heath Ledger's performance is, and the editing on the trailer, and the dialogue, just everything. I absolutely adore this trailer, and especially for a trailer that was made like over a decade ago. Same thing with like the Lord of the Rings, even though I didn't really care for that one, but like it's pretty rare to find trailers that still hold up that were made like a decade
Yeah,
ago.
because you would like normally hear like the coming this summer is a
Yeah,
tale. You know what I mean? That's just how like it used to be. So
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. And I think, well, I know at least my next two are, very, very recent,
yeah,
but this trailer is just, it's perfect. It
it is.
shows just the right stuff. It, um, it sets up the story perfectly. The cinematography is great. Doesn't spoil anything at all. And yeah, it just gets you pumped for the movie. And that's really what a trailer should do.
Right. Yeah. Um, I agree with everything you said there. You pretty much covered all the bases. The one thing I guess that I wanted to add is I love when a trailer has like a little punchline at the end. And the thing about like, are you gonna take the Batmobile? And he's like, oh no, I want to be more discreet. He's like, all right, so your Lamborghini then.
Yeah.
And then it shows him driving in the Lamborghini. I love like a big serious thing and like a nice money shot like that at the end where it's like a comedy bit. That stuff's always fun in trailers. So yeah,
All right. Next up on your list is
Avengers Endgame official trailer. So this was the one where it had the flashbacks to the older movies at the beginning. Um, I want to say, was this the second trailer for Endgame? I think it was.
it was.
It definitely was because it shows the suits at the end. Um, this was definitely the second trailer for Avengers Endgame. I remember watching this in the back of Spanish class. I was so
Yep.
excited I couldn't contain myself. Um,
I remember for whatever reason I was able to watch it before you, and I went
yeah,
over to your desk. I'm like, oh my god, I saw it. It's incredible. It's incredible. And you're like, shut up, don't tell me anything.
yeah. That was That was a crazy trailer. Like I was saying earlier with Star Wars, when you have so much like building up to these movies, and especially with Infinity War the year before it, like anything, I mean, I just remember any little piece of footage from this movie, I would like sit there and analyze for so long. I love the way at the beginning how they have, you know, um all like the black and white, but then the red's still colored in like the
Yeah.
old scenes. That was really cool. Um, they're just talking about how they lost and everything, and then it slowly starts to ramp up, and then the trailer just like once it gets going, it's more and more and more. Okay, we're seeing more. Obviously, it couldn't show that much because
Right.
there's more. The movie's so spoiler filled, but it just showed the aftermath pretty much. But the biggest thing about this trailer, it's such a build up. The music, the dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? It's really
Hmm.
building up. They're all saying whatever it takes, which was so badass. And then it shows the suits. And that was just like the coolest thing to me because that's when you want a trailer to get you to think. Like when everyone's talking about a trailer, that's how you know it like is really successful. And what are these suits for? Why do they have the suits? What's going on with the suits? And that was amazing. The way the music in this trailer is crazy good. And
Yeah.
then even, it's like build up, build up, build up, drop, and then, it like keeps going through the A in the Avengers Endgame title screen. And that was the title reveal as well,
Yeah.
you recall. So
Hmm.
that was another thing that was super exciting. So much revealed in that trailer. Great trailer. I just went on and on about that. But what are your thoughts?
I completely agree. This is definitely my favorite MCU trailer, I think.
Oh yeah, easily.
Um, and it actually has like one of my favorite shots of any movie of all time. And I mean, I've dished on the MCU and like its problem with like color and everything, but that shot of Cap tightening his shield
Oh yeah.
is one of my favorite things like ever put to screen. It's such a good shot, and I remember seeing that being like, "Oh my god!" Like it's happening. Like 11 years in the making.
That
It's
was
it's
sick.
a really great trailer.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
next
hear it.
up, the number
Number
two
two.
spot
Runner up.
belongs to the Batman. Definitely the most recent trailer on my list. This trailer is effing nuts.
Kicked ass, dude.
So I I was watching DC Fandom the entire day just waiting for this trailer. I knew there was going to be a trailer. I was so glued to my screen just waiting for this. And Matt Reeves was talking about the movie and it was great. I'm like, "Yep, this is awesome, but can you just show the trailer first?" I was so excited for it. And I remember as soon as I saw the red Warner Brothers logo and I heard the duct tape, immediately I knew this is going to be insane. And this is obviously one of my all-time favorite trailers. And I think what's best about it is the tone.
Yeah.
Obviously the movie hasn't come out yet,
It
but
won't be coming out for a long time.
Jesus Christ, I'm so mad. October 4th, a perfect release date, and they push it back to March. And I mean, this trailer is like so. It seems like such a fall
Finished.
movie.
Yeah, it looks like almost done, dude. How much more do they have to do? Come on.
Yeah, that's a perfect point, and that leads me to my next point. And when they released this trailer, they were only 30% done with filming. And if you didn't know that,
I
you
didn't.
never could have guessed
No,
from
I had
the
no idea.
trailer because it's such a well-made trailer. It has everything. It has the right dialogue, it has the right exposition, and that scene, Batman just kicking absolute ass, like almost beating a guy to death.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
so
vengeance.
perfect. And that line,
Such a
oh my
Batman thing to
god,
say. Such a Batman thing to say.
it's the Batman thing to say. It's so perfect. And especially like when like all the backlash that WB got over like hiring Robert Pattinson, like,
Yeah.
oh, the guy from Twilight, what the hell, why him? And then you see the trailer, and I'm pretty sure that shut like 100% of the fans up, just like, oh, okay, he is vengeance, he's Batman.
If anyone didn't like that line, they don't know Batman.
Exactly.
Like that
It's so
that was just
perfect.
amazing.
And the music, Nirvana is perfect for Batman. And I don't think anyone would have realized that until they saw the trailer. And as soon as you hear that guitar chord and you know it's a Nirvana song, and the shot of Batman walking down the hallway and just seeing all those police officers just look at him,
Yeah.
it's perfect. I mean, the fact that I have such confidence in this movie just from the trailer, it
Yeah.
looks straight like it was all the shots were pulled straight from a comic book.
Yeah.
It's so perfect. The
I
music
can't
is
wait.
amazing. I cannot wait for it. It looks amazing.
2022, dude. Come on.
They need to fix that immediately.
That's
Immediately.
ridiculous. Um, I was never one to doubt Robert Pattinson. I think he's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Um, especially after seeing Tenet, that only reinforced how excited I am for this movie.
Yeah. He was doing a lot of Batman things in Tenet too.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Like,
kind of was, wasn't he?
yeah, like the whole like stealth. I mean, not to spoil Tenet, but there was some stealth
Right.
elements involved and grappling
Yeah.
stuff.
And even to an extent, his attitude and whatnot, the way he'd talk, way he'd
Yeah.
joke. But I loved that trailer too. You covered everything. Yeah, I thought it was great, and all I think of whenever I think of that movie is how I'm gonna have to wait an entire, like, we're in 2020, Matt. This movie comes out in 2022.
It's not right. It's
It's
not right.
awful. That's a complete crime to make us wait that long. Shouldn't even be allowed. All right, well, let's move to my number two, which is the Avengers Infinity War official trailer. So a little bit of a double feature here at Endgame and Infinity War. This is my favorite MCU trailer, actually. Um, and I just love this trailer, dude. It is so good. All the different, like, first looks we have, all the big moments are, like, packed into this trailer. I love the beginning where it has, for no reason at all, the Avengers reciting Nick Fury's speech from Avengers. And as stupid as that was, and the fact that that wasn't even in the movie, it was so well done in the trailer.
Yeah.
And the way it would cut from Avenger to Avenger, and it would show, like, you'd hear, like, their voiceover. And then after that, the trailer just starts to pick up, and the music starts slow, and it's getting faster, and then it's getting faster. And you see Peter Parker, you see the spider sense for the first time. That was the first big reveal. Then it continues. Then Thanos walks out of the portal, and you're like, "Holy crap, he looks good. He doesn't look awful like he did in some of the other movies. He looked amazing." They did such a good job with the special effects on Thanos, and this was the first time you saw that. You saw Spider-Man donning his Stark Tech suit from that he, like, shut down in Homecoming. Um, then the trailer continues. You see the nanotech reveal from Iron Man's suit, which I was, as the biggest Iron Man fan ever, was super excited about.
Mhm.
After that, there's what else we got? We have the Battle of Wakanda setting up, and you see the shield barrier and the explosions, and then you get, it's like a 4-second, like, part where everything, like, the audio syncs with the music. It's like four quick things. I want to say it's like Cap popping, like, the shields on, like, the two shields, like, opening them or whatever, and then, like, it ends with, like, Black Panther's claws, and then you get the charge. And the best part of the trailer is at the very end, you see Iron Man get punched by Thanos, and then it cuts to Thanos with his glove pushing down on Steve Rogers, and he's holding it up, and he just starts screaming. And then it cuts to the Avengers Infinity War, the classic Avengers theme. Such a great trailer.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite MCU trailer, just because of all those little reveals throughout. That one is definitely my most rewatched trailer in out of the MCU ones. Believe it or not. I know that Endgame one was very good too. What do you think about that one?
Which Infinity War trailer are you talking about? Because there's two,
Yes.
and I
So
feel like you described both of them.
did I?
Yeah, because the one that starts off with all the Avengers reciting the Nick Fury speech, that
Yeah.
was, I want to say, the first one, and that ends with all of them running at the end. The shot that was
Shit,
completely
did I get them
fake.
mixed up?
You did, yeah. Because I was watching, I'm like,
Okay.
oh, he is talking about that one. But yeah, you mash them up
Well,
together.
I was talking about the one where damn it.
Are
They
you
all kind
talking?
of blend together
They
a bit.
do, for sure. But
Um, well, I like them both,
mhm.
but I guess I described both of them. Maybe that's why this is above the Endgame one because I thought they were the
It's
same
two in
trailer.
one.
How can one trailer have so much good stuff? That makes sense. You
Because
know
I
what? This
was,
that I've seen both of those trailers so many times that I don't think even if I rewatched one and then started talking about it, I'd start talking about both of them. But you're right. The one I have
I think
down
you're.
here is the one where Gamora is talking in the beginning about the entire time I knew him. He was
Oh,
hitting
okay.
on goal, and then it ends with. I believe this one still has a lot of the things I was talking about. Yeah, it still has the nanotech reveal.
Hmm.
Still has Spider Man.
And it does have the Steve Rogers
It's
holding
still.
up
Oh,
the
this one
Infinity Gauntlet.
also has that joke where Star Lord's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make the plan in that way it doesn't suck." I
Mm.
liked that.
I feel
Yeah,
like I like the other one better. The one that starts off with the BS Nick Fury speech.
yeah,
But
really.
yeah, because that's the one with the, Steve Rogers reveal with the beard. And my favorite part of
That's true.
this trailer is when the music stops and the Hulkbuster suit lands on the ground. And
Yeah,
then you get the epic, like, uh, beat drop of the dun 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 dun
yeah,
dun.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
both great trailers.
both great trailers, clearly, because I combined them together in my head. But let's just move to your number one.
Okay. So before my number one, I have two honorable mentions, and that's the Bohemian Rhapsody trailer and the 1917 trailer. Both great trailers. Bohemian Rhapsody in particular, um, great music. I mean, all Queen's music is great. The editing, the way the songs blend together, and I thought it did a great job of like telling the story.
Yeah,
And the 1917 trailer is it's just great,
that was such a great
nonstop.
movie. I don't
It
think
really
about
was.
it that much.
Yeah, but that's like a movie that like you can't really like rent it or like stream it. You have to
No.
see that in like the biggest
Oh yeah.
screen possible. But moving on to my number one favorite trailer of all time. And before actually I mention it, I just want to say, Derek, before we started this video, this podcast, we tried to guess the order of the other persons, and you went 5 for 5. You got every single one of them right. So congratulations, because my number one pick is the Joker trailer, the first one. This movie, I absolutely love the movie, but the trailer, I remember we were in gym class, and it was the day before they released the first like official poster, and it said trailer tomorrow. I was like, oh my gosh, it's coming. And we just came from gym class and the trailer was up, and we we were like surrounded by people, and we were trying to watch it, but we didn't have the volume on. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I think it was lunchtime, I rewatched it with my headphones in, and I like my jaw was to the floor. I said, holy crap, this is one of the greatest trailers I've ever seen. This trailer is so good. Like I said with the Bohemian Rhapsody trailer, this trailer just tells its own story in a way, and it mirrors the story that the movie tells. And it shows Arthur in his, like his depressed, awful, horrible state that he begins the movie in, and you see like just only glimpses of what this poor man has gone through and what he continues to go through in this horrible city of Gotham.
Yeah.
And then um, we get, we hear his Joaquin Phoenix's laugh for the first time, and it's such a perfect laugh of the Joker. And after he gets punched on the train, we hear the amazing score for the movie, and that is really when this trailer shines. It shows Joker coming out of the shell, and it's so sad, and the way the music is, and you see Joaquin Phoenix's amazing performance, it's definitely the most emotional I've been watching a trailer. It's so profound, and it just makes me feel like crap. It makes me feel bad for this, horrible psychopath. But and just the shots of him walking down the hallway and dancing down those stairs, it was instantly iconic. And it was a perfect trailer for the movie and a perfect trailer in general. And the fact that, I mean, most of our trailers that we've discussed before have been, these epic action movies with, superheroes and explosions. And the fact that this is just a character study about a troubled man who, just becomes this horrible person, really to no fault of his own.
Yeah.
And it can make, have such a lasting impact on me is really, really incredible. So my favorite trailer of all time is the Joker trailer.
Well, there's not much more to say. You pretty much covered all our bases there. Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, that trailer it's really good. I remember that was definitely not the only trailer that came out during that gym class. There are many, many trailers that we watched, but that one was really good. Um, I It got me excited for the movie, but I was never as excited as you were. And
I think it would be hard to find someone that was more excited for the movie than I was.
that's fair. That's fair. But I definitely did love the movie, and I was super pleasantly surprised by it. So that was kind of a plus. But yeah, what a great trailer, dude. What a
Yeah.
great trailer. So I guess I'll go into my honorable mentions, and they were both on your list, actually. Um, One of them is the Joker trailer. You did get that right. And then the other one is The Dark Knight. That
Oh,
Dark
okay.
Knight trailer is so good.
It really is.
And same with the Joker trailer. Um, great, great trailer. Even like I love how it shows the scene in the bus
Hmm.
and everything there was really cool. I
I was
guess
actually more after that trailer. I was more excited for that movie than I was for Endgame.
yes, I remember you saying that. And I
And
was
I
like,
remember you
what
were
the hell are
like
you talking about?
horrified.
Yeah, what's your problem? Yeah. I mean, you were right. In my opinion, I think that movie's, you know, it's up there, dude. It definitely, yeah, it's good. It's good. Well, my number one of my favorite movies of all time, Logan. This is my favorite trailer of all time. It's the Logan official trailer. Um, I don't remember if this was the first, second, third, whatever.
This was the first.
It was.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's the try not to mix them up this time. But this was the one to Hurt, and
Yeah.
that's just the perfect song. Like I've said throughout the whole episode here, when you have a character that you've been with for what year did this movie come out?
2017.
2017, yeah. For 17 years, because the first X-Men movie came out in 2000. So for 17 years, we followed Logan. And to see him in the state that he's in, um, just after like everything that has gone down with this character through all the crazy messed up timelines and horrors that he has gone through, this trailer really puts that on display, and you really get the notion that this is the end for Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Yeah.
Even with Endgame, it doesn't feel very like conclusive, but this trailer, it's like this is it. He's on his last leg. Professor X is on his last leg. This is the end. Um, the music is just perfect, like I was saying before. Um, the whole trailer, you see Logan, and he's just so broken after everything he's been through, and you see Professor Xavier, who's old, and he's having all these different issues, and it's slow at the beginning, and then it gets like louder with that, the song gets louder, and you see like these super emotional scenes, you see him like screaming and he's jumping in the woods, and then towards the end it slows down, and you still have time, Logan, and you see him and he has a shovel, which was a complete spoiler for the movie.
Yeah.
Come on. But he's standing there with a shovel and he's all bloody. And there's still time. And it was just such a well-crafted trailer.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite of all time.
So,
What
yeah, I completely agree with everything you said. This was actually going to be on my list, but you had mentioned like when we decided to do this episode that you really loved the Logan trailer. So I was like, all right, I'll try to find a different one. But this is, I completely agree, one of the best trailers I've ever seen. The music, it's a great song, and it, like you said, just fits perfectly with Logan.
Yeah.
And I mean, both trailers are great, but the Red Band trailer, when it shows him just finally do
really
that,
cool.
classic Wolverine kill.
Because we never got to see that in the PG-13.
Yeah, it was a perfect trailer.
Yeah, dude, I just love it. I definitely feel like the same way you felt about the Joker trailer, where it's like you don't feel good after it, you feel like sad.
Yeah,
That's kind of how I felt after that one, especially with such an ending like that.
with a shovel.
Yeah, why would they do that, dude?
It
They
worked though. I mean, it was a great shot
they
with
could have
Lara
just
holding his
CG'd
hand.
out the shovel, just had him like standing there like this.
Oh yeah, could have done like that classic portrait with the farmer and like the pitchfork.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Such a great trailer for such a great movie too.
Yeah.
Um, there's just, like I was talking about at the beginning of the episode, where I said that like trailers deserve their own like category to get awards. Like this is one I see as like its own piece of art that you can
Yeah.
almost hold like separate from the movie. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's that good. So, and I'd say the same about the Joker trailer. They're almost like their own pieces of art, and that's just awesome to me. So, Logan is my number one.
Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, we can definitely see some, similarities between all the trailers that we've ranked, and let's hope that editors of trailers see this episode and they realize what we like, and
Yeah.
they strive to make trailers that tell their own stories and that make you feel like crap after you watch them.
Yeah. Before we go, do you, off the top of your head, have like a worst trailer? Like this movie looks awful. I'm definitely not seeing this. I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, but off the top of your head.
I definitely have one that, well, when I think awful and trailer, it's not like to answer your question, but the Suicide Squad trailer, the first one and the second one, the one to Bohemian Rhapsody, that was an amazing trailer. And I loved it. And I was so excited for the movie, but it was a terrible movie. But to answer your question, and this might come as a little bit of a surprise to you, but it was the final Tenet trailer.
Really?
I thought, you know how much I love Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
Everyone who listens to the podcast knows that. But what ruined the trailer for me was the music. I believe that Christopher Nolan is an artist. And I mean, I'm not a rap person. But even if I was, the music, even though it was written for the movie, it didn't fit the trailer at all. And I remember I was
movie was all sorts of messed
watched
up.
the whole trailer this was the only trailer I've seen where I was waiting for it to end.
Yeah.
I was like, can this end? Like, I'm not enjoying this at all. And it was crazy because the trailer previous to that was incredible. But I just remember noticeably having such a bad taste in my mouth after the trailer.
Yeah. I'm trying
Thankfully,
to
the
think.
movie was great. But yeah, what about yours?
Well, before we go off of Tenet, there was all sorts of problems with the music in Tenet being too loud to the point where I couldn't hear what was going on. But I'm trying to remember. I want to say, I would love to say that I like knew how bad Fan Four Stick was going to be before it came out, but I'm not going to claim I did. That still to this day is the worst movie I've ever seen. But when it comes to trailers, I want to say there was one we might have done on Trailer Talk for our movie time show that I was just like not feeling at all. But I don't remember.
We did do a lot of trailers on that show.
We did do a lot of trailers on that show. And it's hard because what I wanted to say about this is trailers are never the thing that looks bad. Like you said about, trailers, there's always ways you can use a trailer to make a movie look good.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say it's hard to make a bad trailer, but it's not it's not too difficult to at least have like some level of excitement in a trailer. But I want to say, yeah.
Is there a trailer that like completely spoiled the entire movie for you?
Yeah. Free Guy recently.
Yep.
What the hell, dude?
Way to watch
That's
the
gonna be
movie
my
in 3
choice.
minutes.
That's gonna be my choice because I was so excited for that movie, and I still kind of am, and especially because we met someone who worked on it, so
Yeah.
that kind of gives me small bias. But what the hell, dude? Like the
Why?
first trailer went one direction, and then like the second trailer went a whole different direction.
Yeah.
And then the third trailer just told us everything about the movie.
Mhm.
Like, how funny would it have been for like you to be watching the movie and he gets hit by the train and you don't know that he's gonna wake up from bed? Like that would have been hilarious.
Or you didn't know he was gonna get hit by a friggin' train in the first place.
That too.
I mean, the whole like subplot of like people in real life, like I didn't know we were actually gonna see that.
Yeah.
And
with like Taika Waititi's character.
yeah,
And
and like the guy actually has like an impact on the real world. Like that would have been great to not know.
Yeah. It would it's just like it was just weird. And
Yeah.
you even like see something that looks like it was at like the third act, like we will fight and we will not let this.
Yeah. Like what
Like,
the
why-
Christ?
Why am I seeing this?
Who?
I feel like I'm watching the movie right now.
Yeah. God.
Who's in charge of that? But it even like shows this whole like love interest or whatever or whatever the hell that is.
Who knows?
But yeah, that would be the worst trailer I've ever seen because it shows too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awful when a trailer does that.
Dude, like why? Look at how good Endgame's trailer was, and it didn't show anything from the third act pretty much. It didn't show like showed a little bit. It didn't show, you know what? It's weird. It actually didn't show anything from the second act. It showed more from the third act than it did from the second one. But I still had no idea what I was getting into. Yet with this movie, there were plenty of people that were on board with it. Like, why? Like, you don't have to show me him like getting hit by a train. Whatever. But yeah.
What a waste.
Little bonus question there.
Yeah.
All right. Good episode.
Yeah. Alrighty. Tune in next week for a brand new episode of the Exactly Entertainment Podcast. And thanks for listening, and we will see you there.